what is known as Hajj Lecture, which means that in the beginning you perform the Umrah, and then you come out of the state of Ihram, and then you relax for a few days until the actual date of Hajj, which is the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. And that's why it's called tamattu. Tamattu means to benefit from. And the benefit that you're deriving is that after coming out of the state of Ihram, you're relaxing and not being restricted to the conditions of Ihram. So that's why it's called Hajj Tamattu. And the reason that I encourage people to do Hajj Tamattu is because it becomes very, very difficult for people to do Hajj Qiran, which is to get into Ihram at the beginning of Umrah and then stay in Ihram until the Hajj is completed, which would mean that you're going to be in the state of Ihram for about 10 days or so. Okay, so better to take the easy way, do Hajj Tamattu, which means perform the Umrah and then get out of Ihram, stay and relax for a few days, and then on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, you continue and you go back to Ihram for Hajj itself. Okay, so we're on contents of part 3, Hajj step by step. It could be a great slide. Here's slide number 4. You see in the corner at the bottom, that's slide number 4. And we're on the PowerPoint number 3, Hajj 3. Is that correct? Slide 4. Okay. This is basically, if you look at this slide, you will see a summary of all that you're going to do during the Hajj. Okay? So you get into the state of Ihram. On the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, you're going to be in Mina. On the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, you're going to be in Arafah. On the 9th of Dhul Hijjah at night, you're going to be in Muzdalifah. On the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, you're going to be again in Mina. And you're going to, first of all, do Rami of the Jamaratul Aqaba, which is regarded as, or called the Big Shaitan. And then you're going to sacrifice and shave the head. And then after that, on the same day, you're going to go to Mecca and make Tawaf al-Ifada and make Sa'i between Safa and Marwa. And then on the 11th, 12th and 13th of Dhul Hijjah, you're going to do Rami of all 3 Jamarat, which is, and then you go back to Mecca and do perform Tawaf al-Wada'. Okay, next slide, slide number 5, basically says the same thing. Okay, slide number 6. This is an aerial view of all the Hajj sites. Here you have Al-Masjid al-Haram, here you have Mina, here you have Muzdalifah, here you have Arafah. This is Aziziyah, the area where most of you are going to be residing the few days, couple of days before Hajj. This is the Jamarat area, where the Jamarat are, and depending on which package you got, it will be closest to the Jamarat if you're in the VIP packages, and if you are in the regular American camp, you'll be quite far, approximately 45 minutes walk away from the Jamarat. So that's something, depending on the package that you got. Masjid al-Khayf, which is in Mina, Al-Mash'ar al-Haram, Masjid Namira, Jabal al-Rahman. Okay. Here on this slide, you're going to see the distances between all of those sites. Between Al-Masjid al-Haram and Mina, it's approximately 2.8 miles. Okay, we're on number 7, slide number 7. 2.8 miles between Al-Masjid al-Haram and Mina. And between Mina, the whole area of Mina is approximately 2 miles. And from Mina to Muzdalifah, basically they're joined together actually. It's 1.4 miles from one end of Mina to Muzdalifah. Okay. The whole area of Muzdalifah is about 2.2 miles. Not the area, but lengthwise or width. And from Muzdalifah to Arafah, it's about 4 miles. And the length from one edge of Arafah to Jabal al-Rahmah is about 1.3 miles. Makkah to Mina, again, this is a bigger aerial picture. These are the roads that lead from Makkah to Mina. That's if you're going by road, if you're going by car. However, if you're walking, there are tunnels between Mina and Makkah, and that you will basically, we're going to go through all the steps, and inshallah I'll tell you when you're going to need to walk, if you want to walk between these two. There's also another tunnel here. So basically, these are the pedestrian tunnels, okay? Now if you look on the left-hand side of the picture, this is basically Safa and Marwa, okay? This is Safa and Marwa on the left-hand side. Come out after completing the sa'i between Safa and Marwa, and this is basically a little bit of a slope, and you come up this slope, and you see these tunnels right in front of you. You go through these tunnels, and it will lead you all the way to Mina. Okay? So remember, Safa and Marwa, step outside Safa and Marwa, and this is probably going to be from the bottom floor, actually. And Safa and Marwa has 2 or 3 floors. And actually, you can, there are elevators to go up and down from there too. So, and you'll see the slope. On top of the slope, you'll see these pedestrian tunnels right here. You go through these tunnels, and it will bring you all the way out to Mina. Alright, and there's also an alternative route that you can go from. If you go from this side, you come out again out of Safa and Marwa, and instead of taking this tunnel, you come down this route. At the bottom, it seems a little bit more lengthy, but again, it is a tunnel that you can take all the way through, and it will bring you out to Mina. Also, buses are available. Generally speaking, on the most busiest days, I wouldn't advise the bus, I would just advise people to walk. Okay, where do you assume the ihram from? Okay, we already heard that you perform the umrah and you're out of ihram. Most of you are going to be in a situation where you're going to be in the boundaries of the haram. So you will assume the ihram from wherever you are. From the hotel that you're in, or in Azizia, wherever you are, you will assume the ihram from there, and you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere else to zone the ihram. If you're coming from outside, and this would be obviously the case if you are doing Hajj Ifrad, okay? That you come from Africa, Europe, Medina, etc., you would assume ihram before the miqat. But because you're already within the boundaries of the haram, you would basically put the ihram on from wherever you are. And again, the restrictions start applying at that same point, at that same time, the restrictions will apply straight away. Meaning, no cutting of the hair, no clipping of the nails, no hunting, no intimacy between the husband and wife, no intimate talks, etc., etc. When you start the ihram for Hajj, you say, Labbaik Allahumma Hajjan, Labbaik Allahumma Hajjan, and you start doing the talbiyah. You start doing the talbiyah, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik la sharika laka Labbaik, Inna al-hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. And you continue the talbiyah until you throw the towel at Jamaratul Aqaba on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. Okay? So the first rami that you do, on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, which is going to be 2 days later, you continue to do talbiyah. You can continue, say, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik la sharika lak Labbaik, inna al-hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. There's a picture of Mina, and where the boundary of Mina starts from. There are huge signs that tell you that Mina starts from here. There's a picture of the tent at Mina on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. So what do you do? On the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, you will go to Mina in the morning of Yawm al-Tarwiyah. Just like, the days have different names, the 8th of Dhul Hijjah is called Yawm al-Tarwiyah. Yawm al-Tarwiyah. So you go on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah to Mina, and you will be basically told by your tour operator, your travel agent, that which of your tents you have to reside in. Okay? You'll be given numbers of your tents, and if the tour operators are more organized, they will have your bedding set in one place with a badge or a photocopy of your name and your number, etc., right on the bedding that you are supposed to get in Mina. Okay? And that bedding will be yours for the next 5 days. Okay? You will travel to Arafat and Mina from there, Arafat and Muzdalifah from there, but you will ultimately come back to the same place, and the last 3 days of Hajj, you're going to reside in exactly the same place. Okay? So that will be your place in Mina. You will pray Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha and Fajr in their own time with Fasl, meaning